Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, in the news, we see that Iraq is involved with another currency swap. At the same time, they're trying to deal with replacing Halabasi. There is special sessions that are taking place, and Iraq's president went to go visit the Pope. Let's find out what all this means. Before we get started, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. You can follow me over on other platforms. I do have my own group over on Facebook called Pimpy's Investment Chat. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. So head on over here and join us. It's free to do so. In here, I do post updates. If I should get on suspension from YouTube or get removed from YouTube and you want to know what happened to me, I'll let you know right here in this group. I can be found on Twitter, MeWe, YouTube, and the cool thing about YouTube, if you come over here and you join and you find my channel, I got videos going back, I believe, a couple years. So if you want to see some older videos that I have on Nasera, Jacera, gold, silver, cryptos, come on over here and join. Look me up and check out my videos. You can also find me on Odyssey. Catch me on Rumble. When I say that the links for all these are down below in the description, some of you don't know what I'm talking about. It's real simple. Just go down to the bottom right here of any of my videos. See this? This is the description. Hit show more. And there are all the links to all the platforms I just spoke about. So if you do want to hit on over to Money Middles, just click it. And there you are. So come on over. Join us. I look forward to having you. Alrighty. So as you can see, Iraq is still doing what they need to do in order to stabilize the Iraqi Dinar. Changes in the business dealings, Iraq replaces the dollar with other currencies to stabilize the dinar. So a member of the Parliamentary Finance Committee confirmed on Saturday that the central bank has made remarkable efforts recently to erase the pressure on the US dollar against the Iraqi dinar and to control the instability in the value of the dollar. The measures adopted include the treatment of some overseas traders in other currencies, such as the Indian rupee, the Chinese yuan, and the UAE dirham, based on the volume of trade exchanges that Iraq has with those countries, especially with China and India, and this step aims to reduce the pressure on the purchase of the dollar in commercial transactions. These measures have not yet been fully implemented, as traders have informed that India has agreed to deal in Indian rupees, but are waiting for formal mechanisms between the government of Iraq and India to be resolved before it is fully implemented. It was stressed the need to accelerate the measures related to this matter to stabilize the Iraqi dinar against the US dollar. The bilateral agreement must be reached between countries and Iraq to deal with currency of the country with which the trade is taking place, since the dollar is considered the prevalent currency in most commercial transactions currently. In a statement, it was concluded calling for speeding up the procedures and reaching a formal agreement to implement these steps in order to enhance the stability of the Iraqi dinar and achieve greater financial independence for the country. So this is what I was talking about the other day. All this is good news, but remember, it's going to take a little time for some of this to be implemented. What I'm looking forward to is seeing how Iraq does in the first quarter of next year, because by then all the kinks should have been worked out, these programs implemented, and we can start to see the results in the first quarter of 2024. Legal experts. Election of the new Speaker of the House of Representatives by an absolute majority. The legal mechanisms for electing a Speaker of the Parliament instead of the article by federal court and according to Article 12 of the Rules of Procedure of the House of Representatives for 2022, which requires a vote by absolute majority of the number of members, which is 65 deputies. It was pointed out the existence of the constitutional and technical problem. The first is due to the constitutional customs of attributing the positions to the Sunni component, so it is not possible for the parliament blocks to move to choose a president of the parliament until after the candidate is received. So the Sunnis are the ones that have to put up the candidates, and from there they get voted on. The technical problem lies in the rules of procedures of the parliament, which warn that there is no Speaker of the House of Representatives and authorize the first vice president to replace him for any reason and enjoy the powers of the Speaker of the Council in accordance with the Constitution. It was pointed out that the selection of the President of Parliament in today's session is not on the table, and it is only intended to amend the law of the High Electoral Commission of 2017. which is to determine the mandate of the president and the members of the Board of Commissioners and General Directors. Adele pointed out that the House of Representatives has not specified a period in which it is necessary to choose a replacement for the Speaker of Parliament. Therefore, the Council has wide discretion to choose the alternative. So like I was pointing out the other day, the United States was saying to make sure that these people follow the Constitution. I'm surprised the United States isn't pushing harder for Halabasi to stay in power. The House of Representatives postpones its extraordinary session to this evening. Yeah, it's weird for them to be pushing this so quickly. Halabasi was just relieved only last week. It takes time to the selection of candidates these people have to choose from, but we're only, like I said, not even a week away and are already trying to force a new candidate into this position. So first Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives decided on Saturday to postpone the extraordinary session of the Parliament till 9 o'clock today, which we know that time has passed, but we haven't gotten any update. The media department of the council said in a statement to Earth News that Mandelawi, first Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, decided to postpone the sessions until 9 o'clock in the evening. The extraordinary session of the House of Representatives, scheduled for Saturday afternoon, was postponed half an hour for lack of quorum. The agenda of the Parliament includes today report and discussion the proposal of the Independent High Electoral Commission, the law of 2019. So yeah, again, I'm really surprised at how quick they're trying to do this. It takes time to select candidates, unless they already had this planned out. The President of the Republic to the Pope, Iraq has made great strides in consolidating security and political stability. Yeah, I don't know why people feel the need to go kiss the ass of the Pope. Not a big fan. So the President of Iraq, Rashid, went over to visit with the Pope to talk about what's going on in Iraq. Basically is all this is. I think where the Pope is concerned is more about the Christian sector inside Iraq. He just wants to know if they're okay. Iraqi banks begin strengthening their accounts in UAE dirhams next week. There you go. Next week they start a different currency swap. This one is now going to be with the UAE. They're currently working on India as well. Central Bank of Iraq has finalized the final arrangements for the agreement with the UAE's first bank, a banking source said on Saturday. The source told the news that it is hoped that the actual implementation of enhancing for the accounts of Iraqi banks in the UAE dirham will begin next week, indicating that the first phase of reinforcements will include 5 Iraqi private banks. So this is definitely a currency swap necessary for them to do business with one another. According to the source, the number of banks is expected to double after evaluating the first phase of implementation, which may last for a few weeks. This is what I'm talking about. These currency swaps can start happening, but in order for us to see any real results, it's going to take at least the rest of the year for this thing to get ironed out and implemented. And then we're going to start seeing what happens once they get in full swing. So probably not to the end of the first quarter of 2024. Then we'll start to see some results. On Saturday, November 11th, Iraqi officials sources revealed intensive meetings conducted by the central bank with the U.S. side in the UAE that resulted in important discussions regarding foreign transfers and strengthening bank balances in dollars. In implementation of the Sudanese government's program, finance calls for the use of electronic payments and its many advantages. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this so-called electronic payments. Don't get me wrong, there's need for them. But the more we get 100% cashless, then I think the bigger problems we're going to have later down the line. But over in Iraq, it's necessary to try to get as many people into the banking industry. Because right now, like they said, there's only 20% of Iraqi citizens have accounts with the banks. In order for them to really strengthen their currency and start doing trade and business that can benefit the economy, they need more people enrolled in the banking system. And this is one of their ways of doing it. The Iraqi Minister of Finance revealed the benefits of using electronic payment devices, which it describes as compliance with the government program and implementing financial and economic reform measures within the methodology of the ministerial program. Among the advantages that the ministry promotes in the electronic payment method is that it is fast, not limited by time or place, easy to use, safe and legal, and does not incur additional fees. The attached pictures specify how to purchase the electronic payment device and how to fill MasterCard and key cards with funds for the purpose of shopping and purchasing. And it gives you this breakdown. I'm sure you guys can read this, no problem. So not a whole lot going on, but the fact that they're now starting to prepare themselves to do a currency swap with UAE is big news. And the more they do that with other countries, stronger the Iraqi dinar becomes. Think supply and demand. In order for you to do a currency swap, you have to take in their currencies and they have to take in yours. Anyways, that's it for now. You guys let me know what you think. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out.